What's up, it's Nerd4Jinsei here. I wanted to do this video because I just posted a video about the Baraka banner coming up, and it was highly negative. Alright, and so I decided before the Baraka banner comes out, I wanted to basically go over the video that I just posted, but in two parts. One is going to be about the banner itself, like how they handled the banner and the polling system and everything, and all the things that Line Games basically is doing wrong, and then do one specifically for Baraka himself, right? Because I have there's a lot of negativity when it comes to this Baraka banner coming up. But I just want to make clear that a lot of the negativity doesn't have to do with the unit itself. It has to do with everything surrounding the unit and the way Line Games has handled summoning so far. All right. Although honestly, I think the unit itself isn't anything special, but that's for the next video when I do pulls for him. All right. So the reason I am so upset or disappointed in Line Games is because since the release of this game, they have been giving us a new unit every single week, right? And that's a lot of pulls, that's a lot of units to try and summon for, but that's fine. I've gotten every single, so far I've gotten every single Dragon Knight except for Xeon, because I created this count the second week, so I didn't have a chance to get Xeon, alright? But I've gotten every single Dragon Knight. I also have FC Annie. I've managed to pull them all, which is pretty lucky in my opinion. Rara, I had to go to pity for. Baelish, I think I got him on pull 15, and then I pitied for him, so I got a second one. But Maggie, I got in 5 pulls, and then FC Annie, I got in 5 pulls or something like that. So I've gotten some luck. But they've done a good job of giving us Zez, right? Free Zez, which is nice. Plus, I bought the monthly Zez packs, so I've had enough to pull everything that I need. However, okay, I said however, but also, in gacha games, it's normal not to be able to get every single unit, right? You can't get every single unit as it comes out and have the resources to pity on every single banner unless you're a whale. That's just how gacha works, okay? So that's a given. However, last week they gave us FC Annie at the beginning of the week, right before, a couple days before FC Rara came out, right? Whose Golden Fate Core, so 28 pulls to pity. That's huge. But again, that's fine. No complaints. But to then give us this Baraka banner and have it be 28 pulls also, that's kind of pushing it. Alright, that's kind of pushing it, but then on top of that, right, Baraka's 28 pulls, but he's not worth it. He's not a gold Fate Core, right? He doesn't have any OP passive, right? So far, let's go into the Fate Cores. Right, so far for the Fate Cores that we've had, right, the ones that are 28 pulls they're justifiable, right? It's justifiable to have it 28 pulls. Rara, absolutely godlike, right? She has all of the Dragon Knight passives. On top of that, she has her own passive, making her the fastest unit in the game, and she has, and she has 100 accuracy. Her skill 1 goes from being completely Metacore and basically not usable in PvP, and PvE still not that great, to being 300% for 1 mana, which is really good, and giving a debuff on top of that, plus the bite if you're using her with Bathory, and then her skill 3 with the burst if you use it with 10 mana. Insane, right? She's absolutely insane. Alright, worth it. Then we've got FC Xeon over here. Also 28 pulls, also insane, right? Especially when he first came out. I think he's fallen off a little bit, but it's still insanely strong. But when he first came out, he was God. Not even God-like, God tier. He was just God, right? But you compare those, right, to FC Baraka that's about to come out, and what do you get, right? If you compare normal Xeon, right? Normal Xeon is just a rare unit. Good, rare unit, but a rare unit. And then, for the FC, for the 28 pull pity, you get godlike character. Same with Rara. Normal Rara is kind of meh. Not kind of meh, she's meh, right? Normal Rara is like whatever. FC Rara, godlike. Okay? Then when you come to Baraka, for some reason, I don't know why they made him 28 pulls, but normal Baraka is really good. He's S tier. But then you go to this Baraka that's about to come out, the new Baraka, and he's SS tier, right? But the only reason he's SS tier is because the base unit normal Baraka is so strong, right? So I just feel like that is a really scumbag move, especially since I feel like the only reason they're doing it and they feel like they can get away with it is because it's Baraka, right? Because Baraka is so strong by himself, and because he's just a unit that people like. He's like my second favorite character, I think. Redley's number one, Baraka's number two. I feel like Baraka has got to be number one for a lot of people. A lot of people were really hyped for this banner. So for them to do this is just a scumbag move. And it shouldn't be tolerated. Okay? I'll get more into the unit itself in the next video when I do the pulls, alright? This is about how they're handling the monetization of the game and everything like that, okay? So, moving on. When companies do things like this, when games do things like this, it really sucks, obviously. But it's so short-sighted as a company, right? Because as a company that's making this game, you should be focusing on the longevity of your game. That should be the number one. Who cares if you make a few dollars because you make this pity really high for this one unit and you make some money off this banner, off a few banners, if you are infusing a whole bunch of negativity and a whole bunch of, say, spitefulness into your community, right? You're basically, you're poisoning your community for a few dollars. That's not worth it. You're killing the longevity of your game, all right? Which is why I'm just really disappointed. That being said, okay, everybody does this, okay? This is not something to quit Exos Heroes over, or even go into like the shop and give 1-star ratings. That's just childish, right? If they continue to do this, right? If they just, continue to screw over their community over and over and over again, that's when you do things like that. But right now, this isn't something to quit over. If you're going to quit over this, then you didn't really like the game in the first place, right? The reason I'm making this video and the reason I'm so upset is because I love this game and I want it to prosper. I want it to have longevity, right? The thing is, every game does this. I don't know why. It's like they shoot themselves in the foot. Who does that? Every single gacha game company does that for some reason. All right, but here's the thing. Here is how you minimize the negativity and the effects of when you get greedy as a company, and that is by buying goodwill with your community. All right, and how you do that is through events and rewards and compensation. Right, so, and the problem is that Line Games hasn't been doing that. Don't get me wrong, they've given us a good amount of free Zez. I really like their system with free Zez. Weekly Zez, the achievements, etc. good, but when it comes to actual like events and compensation, they're really lacking. Alright, let's go, for example, the Exos Pass. Right? I went over the Exos Pass and I said if you want to buy the premium, it is definitely cost effective when you look at it, and it is. However, having Levy Stones, right? Levy Stones over here, having, what else was it? Exodium, right? And Clock Watches, and having, like Sanctum Passes, having those as rewards for Premium Pass, not acceptable in my opinion. Those are really crappy rewards, right? And having those rewards even for the free pass are crappy rewards. Who, like 100 Levy Stones, woohoo, right? Like, who cares? All right. And the same thing comes with, if you guys look at, if you ever go to Exos Heroes Facebook, they'll do community events where you comment and then they'll give you like rewards, right? You comment saying like, this is how you spend gold, or this is what you think about the game. and they'll give you compensation, or they'll give you rewards. Those rewards are also pretty crappy. They're usually like levy stones or some gold, but it's not enough gold to matter, right? Same thing with the event that's going on, like the social media event or whatever, social media day. I don't know what it is, but again, it's like levy stones and some exodium. These are really crappy rewards. Now, I do want to say, when it comes to the free rewards, all right, the free rewards, it is free, so you cannot complain. I say you cannot complain, but a lot of people do complain, and that's my gripe with the community in gacha games, especially free to play players. For some reason, they feel entitled to get a bunch of compensation or rewards, even though they are literally giving the company zero money, and playing this game for like months and years on end, every single day. Right? You're not entitled to anything. Right? You're enjoying this entertainment for free, so you don't get to complain about free rewards because you're just like, it's not good enough. Okay. However, which is why I don't complain. And anything that's free reward, I'll take it. Give it to me. However, what you do want to do is you do want to give good rewards for these events, because it buys you goodwill with the community. So then when you do mess up, because you will mess up and do greedy stuff like they're doing with this Baraka banner, that's when you cash in your goodwill, right? And that's when people who really actually care about the game and enjoy the game, especially content creators, that's when they can make videos and can defend the game. Be like, yeah, guys, all right, like, I understand what they're doing with this banner is messed up, or what they did with this event is not good, right? That's not acceptable, or, this feature is too pay to win. However, look what the company's done for us, right? Look at all these rewards that they gave us for this event, right? Especially like this social media event, like, it's social media day. Like, who even knew that existed? I didn't, right? So if they didn't do an event for this at all, I wouldn't even known. I wouldn't have complained. But if you're gonna do an event, give us good rewards, right? Give us good rewards so you can buy that goodwill. So when you do this bad stuff, people that can care about the game can be like, yo, I understand you're upset, but you have to be reasonable, right? Look at everything they're doing. They're listening to the community. They're helping us out. They give good rewards on events. They give great events, right? But Line Games hasn't done that yet, right? When they did maintenance this other day, right, on the patch, it was a pretty big patch, so the maintenance went really long. And they gave like really bad compensation. Again, any compensation I'll take. It's free. I don't complain. However, if you gave better compensation, you get the goodwill that you can cash in later. Right? That's what I'm trying to say. Right? So let's look at, I think I have some rewards in my... Right? Community event reward, 100 levy stones. Social media day, 100 levy stones. That's like, cool, 200 levy stones. Who cares? Really, who cares? Whereas if they gave better rewards, then, people would be really happy. Right? They'd be like, wow, look at all this stuff they're giving us for free. And it's not like they have to throw more Zez at us, right? I see a lot of people on like Facebook and stuff be like, yo, why aren't you giving us Zez? It's like, yo, seriously, how much free Zez do you want? Right? Like, this game, 100%, well, any gacha game, but I feel like this game, really, because a lot of gacha games, right, you will pay currency, or you'll basically trade in what would be Zez in this game or crystals in this game for energy to farm more and play the game more. But Exos Heroes doesn't really have that system, so the majority of their money is going to be coming from pulling, right? So they can't just give us all the free Zez in the world, right? Be reasonable. Stop being entitled. However, what a good reward would be more materials to level up my gear, right? Because you're never gonna have enough of those, right? Especially when you get faded gear, getting it past like level 50, like level 50, 60 takes a lot of that stuff, right? Or give more experience scrolls, because you can never have enough experience scrolls, right? These are good rewards, right? Levy stones, it just feels so insignificant, right? Give better rewards that aren't Zez, right? Rewards that are practical, be like, oh, cool, with these rewards, like over the social media day, say they gave out some materials to level up your gear, right? It's like, okay, cool. Over the course of these like 3 days, I log in, I accept my rewards, and that's enough to get one of my pieces, my faded pieces, to like level 50 or level 60, right? That's cool. That's a good reward, but it's not, it doesn't take away from the company, right? It's not making it so, oh, they would have spent money, but we gave that for free, so we basically just lost money. Nah, because no one was gonna buy some materials to level up their gear unless they're a whale, in which case they're gonna do it anyway, right? So they just have to think about the game from a long-term standpoint, right? Don't be short-sighted. Think about the future, think about the longevity of the game, and think about keeping the community happy, right? Obviously, you're not gonna make everybody happy. People do complain, and people complain about the stupidest things. Like, people really complained about the Dragon Knight nerfs, right? Like, oh, I paid money, now you nerf. What a scumbag move. No, 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 no. Any unit that OP in a game was obviously going to get a nerf at some point. If you couldn't see that coming, obviously this is your first gacha game, or you're just delusional. You're lying to yourself. There's no way. There's no way that was getting a nerf. And the game is better for it, right? The game is definitely better for it. So if you're complaining, that's just you being selfish, not you actually caring about the game itself or the state of the game, right? So you're not going to make everybody happy, but you do have to make decisions, reasonable decisions, to make your community happy, because that makes the game better, right? A poisonous or toxic community makes the game so much worse, right? So when things like this happen, doesn't mean quit, doesn't mean downvote the game, but it does mean voice your opinion, comment on YouTube, comment on Facebook where they can see it. Exos Heroes has done, they've spent a lot of resources, what do I want to say? A lot of resources in advertising, in sponsoring content creators, right? I'm making this video just because I want to share my opinion. And I feel strongly about this, but like no one actually watches me, right? I get like 10 views per video. But when it comes to content creators that get more views, right? That get a couple thousand views, that get 10,000 views, comment on those, right? And content creators need to make those videos and let Line Games know that this isn't okay, right? Every company does this, right? So we're not getting out the pitchforks or anything like that, but you continue to do this and you will kill your game. All right? And, give us some better rewards, buy some goodwill with us, and we won't be mad when you mess up from time to time, right? So that's it for this video, right? I just wanted to get this out before my Baraka overview and pull video. I want to separate the two. That way I can focus simply on the unit when I make that video. So that's it. If you watched this video all the way through, thank you. I really appreciate it. Since this isn't like giving advice or anything that really helps you, it's really just me voicing my opinion on the game. So anyway, I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Peace.